Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to work on a straddle halo with the kettlebell. Our straddle halo is a mobility strength exercise. It is somewhere between two things, which I think you should be pretty good at. I think the straddle position is pretty important because it's an excellent version of a seated activity that doesn't require benches. It also requires you to have a lot of hamstring mobility. Most people don't have hamstring mobility, so the way that you get it is by loading it and moving in and out of positions a lot. So we are going to get into a straddle position. We're going to have two legs flat on the ground. This position is difficult for just most people in general because most people's hamstrings are annihilated from sitting all the time. Our straddle position is just two straight legs out in front and we're trying to sit here. Most people have a problem with this and they crunch forward or they have to lean back. We are going to try to train people out of that by using a very light kettlebell and doing this movement slowly. We are going to have our kettlebell out in front of us, turn our palms over, thumbs point down, so we can pick the kettlebell up with the globe on top. This is the globe, these are the horns, this is the handle. We are going to try to drop our hands down so that our arms are at a 90-degree angle. This is the same angle that we use for standing halos. It's the same angle that we use for Mace 360s. It's the same angle we use for club shield cast. In this position, we're going to try to get our thumbs all the way back to the back of our shirt and go around our head. I'm going to show you a couple of reps at speed. The hard part is when you put your thumbs behind you, you are forced into some extension with your spine. That's really hard for most people. So take it very, very slowly. Obviously, the standing version of the halo comes before this, then the alt halo, then the half kneeling, then we get to something like this. Let's demonstrate the other side. Turn your palms to face away from your body, thumbs point towards the ground. Grab the kettlebell, pick it up. Arms are at 90 degrees. If you're crunched here and sitting back, the goal is to trick you into driving your chest up towards the sky to have what they like to call a proud chest in yoga. Get the arms all the way behind the head. Try and squeeze your elbows together. Bring it back down. Keep your chin level throughout the entire movement. If your gaze is changing and you're looking a bunch of different directions, that's not helping. Eyes up, pick a point in the distance and stare at it the entire time. I am doing one breath per movement. I am inhaling when my rib cage is open, and I am exhaling when I pull my elbows down because it's closing my rib cage. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Something to think about with your elbows is from this neutral position, the top hand in a club would go past your opposite ear. And we normally in clubs and mace think about our top arm doing most of the work. With the kettlebell, I want you to think about the direction you're going arm. So if you're going towards your right ear, I want you to think about your right elbow coming up in front of you to start the movement. If you're going to your left ear, think about your left elbow. Let's demonstrate kettlebell moving towards our right ear. I want you to watch the right elbow. Now when I go past my left ear, I want you to watch my left elbow. The point of doing a seated straddle is that you don't get any more help from your hips. When you're doing a standing halo, you can absorb with your hips and push off with your hips. When you do a half kneeling halo, you can do some absorption and movement with your hips. When you go to full straddle, you don't have that anymore. And you are stuck with just moving your shoulders and just moving your spine. Progression. If you have one weight and you want to keep getting better, you add more complexity over time. Standing, half kneeling, kneeling, straddle.